Healthy soil is alive, and like every living system, it thrives when fed well. Gardeners are always hunting for natural boosters that bring life back into tired soil. One of the most surprising and overlooked secrets sits right in your pantry: rice. But the big question is this: should you feed your soil microbes raw rice or cooked rice if you want results not in months, but in just a few days? Let's dive straight into the science, the practice, and the exact formula you can use today to awaken your soil with the fastest, most powerful natural feed. Soil microbes are the hidden workforce in your garden, breaking down organic matter and unlocking nutrients for your plants. The type of food you give them changes how quickly they multiply. Raw rice is slow to break down because of its tough starch structure, making it more like a long-term compost ingredient. Cooked rice, on the other hand, is pre-gelatinized and softened. The starch granules are already broken down by heat, meaning microbes can latch on immediately and begin feasting within hours. In short, cooked rice is like fast food for microbes, while raw rice is more like hard rations stored for later. Raw rice isn't useless. In fact, it's an excellent slow-release food source. When mixed into soil, its hard starch composition resists quick microbial attack. Fungi often colonize raw rice first, creating networks that slowly digest it. This process can take weeks or months before your plants see any benefit. Raw rice is better suited when you want to enrich a compost pile for the long term, rather than energize your garden beds overnight. If you bury raw rice directly in the soil, you may even risk attracting pests before it ever starts feeding your microbes. The real power of rice for soil health shines when it is cooked. Once boiled, the starches swell, soften, and become soluble. Microbes don't waste time breaking down tough layers. They start multiplying right away. This is why gardeners notice changes in soil, texture, smell, and microbial activity within just a few days when cooked rice water or diluted cooked rice is added. You are essentially serving microbes a ready-made buffet. In just 48 to 72 hours, you can see visible life returning to your soil with improved aeration and quicker breakdown of organic matter. To prepare an effective microbial feed using cooked rice, here's a proven formula you can apply right now. Cook 1 cup of plain white rice in 2 cups of water until soft. Once cooked, take 1 heaping tablespoon of the rice and dissolve it into 1 liter of clean water. Stir well until the mixture becomes milky. So, this diluted rice water can be poured directly at the base of your plants over your compost pile or into the garden soil. Just remember, avoid using salt, oil, or spices. Stick with plain rice only. Another method is to take 2 tablespoons of cooked rice, mash it gently, and bury it shallowly in the soil, then water lightly. This buried rice patch, it becomes a rapid microbial hotspot, colonized within just a few days. You can repeat this about once every 2 weeks during the growing season to keep microbial activity high. Within the first few days of using cooked rice water, you'll notice a fresh, earthy smell in your soil, which is a sign of active microbes at work. The soil texture begins loosening, and moisture retention improves. If you are applying it around vegetables or flowers, the boost in available nutrients can trigger stronger growth within a week. Over time, repeated applications create a balanced, living soil that can resist pests and diseases more effectively. Microbial feeding is about rhythm. Giving your soil a small dose of cooked rice water once every 2 weeks provides a steady stream of food without overwhelming the system. If you dump in too much at once, you can create anaerobic conditions, leading to foul smells and potential harm to roots. Small, frequent doses are the secret. Think of it as feeding your garden with snacks instead of overwhelming it with a feast. The reason cooked rice works so quickly comes down to surface area and availability of sugars. During cooking, rice starches turn into gelatinized chains that dissolve easily in water. Microbes, especially bacteria, thrive on simple carbohydrates. When you pour diluted cooked rice water into soil, these sugars spread quickly, activating dormant microbes and encouraging explosive growth. By contrast, raw rice keeps its starches locked inside a protective shell that microbes must first break open, slowing the process dramatically. Many gardeners make the mistake of using leftover rice dishes that contain oil, salt, or spices. These additives harm soil microbes and can even kill earthworms. Always use plain white or brown rice with no seasoning. Another mistake is leaving cooked rice chunks in the soil in large amounts. These attract pests and rodents. Remember, moderation is key, and dilution is what makes this practice safe and effective. If your goal is to activate your soil microbes and see results in just a few days, cooked rice is, honestly, the clear winner. Raw rice still has its place, especially for slow and long-term composting, but it just can't match the speed and microbial response you get from cooked rice water. For gardeners who want immediate soil life, better nutrient cycling, and, healthier plants, the cooked form is really your best ally. Your soil is not just dirt, it's actually a living ecosystem. By choosing the right form of rice, you're not just feeding microbes, you're energizing the entire soil food web. Cooked rice, when properly diluted, is the fastest way to bring visible changes in days, not months. It's inexpensive, safe, and honestly, one of the simplest tricks you can start using today to supercharge your soil health. If you found this guide useful and want more proven tips to keep your garden thriving, make sure to hit that subscribe button, share this with fellow gardeners, and keep coming back for more Master Gardener insights. Together, we can grow soil that truly grows life.